TEKS 12E, Literal Equation Notes. So our vocabulary today is the word literal equations. Literal equations are equations that have multiple variables. So equations that have multiple variables. Remember, variables is just a math term for letters. Okay. Our goal is to, so let me write this, our goal is to get one of the variables by itself. So since this is an equation with lots of different variables, with lots of different letters, it's going to tell us to solve for one specific letter. So when we are going through our examples, you'll notice that our answers are not going to be number answers like in multi-step equations, but it's going to be an entirely new equation. So let's look at example 1. Example 1 says V is equal to L times W times H. Solve for W. Okay, so our steps here is to just get this W by itself. So that means the L and the H are in the way. The L and the H are in the way. So since L and H are being multiplied by W, in order to get rid of them, we're going to have to divide by L and H. So let's rewrite this over here. V is equal to L times W times H. We want W by itself, so I'm going to divide this whole thing by L times H. Divide this side by L times H. When I do that, these L's cancel out and these H's cancel out, and I am left with V divided by L times H is equal to W. That's my answer. So I got W by itself. Okay, let's look at example 2. Example 2 says P is equal to 2L plus 2W. It wants us to solve for L. Okay, so again, we're trying to get our letter L by itself. That means we have the 2 in the way and the plus 2W in the way. So we need to get rid of those first. So if I have P is equal to 2L plus 2W, we said we want L by itself, so we're going to subtract 2W over to the other side. Notice that P and W are different variables, so we cannot combine like terms. So that means we're just going to write it next to each other. So this is like saying P minus 2W. And then these go away. Then we bring down our 2L. So that means the last thing we need to get rid of is the 2. So I'm going to divide by 2. And I'm going to divide each term by 2. Remember, a term is a part of the problem that is separated by a minus or a plus sign. So if I am simplifying this, I notice that these 2's cancel and these 2's cancel. So that means my answer is P divided by 2 minus W is equal to L. That's my answer. Okay, number 3. It has y plus 3x is equal to 9. It wants us to solve for y. It wants us to get y by itself. So that means the only thing I need to get rid of is this 3x right here. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this. Y plus 3x equals 9. I need to get rid of the 3x, so that cancels. Get rid of the 3x. So I am left with y on this side and I'm left with negative 3x plus 9 on this side. Notice that my negative 3 has an x, but my 9 doesn't, so I cannot combine like terms. So my answer is just y equals negative 3x plus 9. Okay, last question. We have 5 plus 6y is equal to 18x. I have to solve again for y. So this y right here, I need to get all by itself. So that means I need to get rid of this 5, and I need to get rid of this 6. So if I rewrite this, I can get rid of the 5 first just by subtracting it, so minus 5. So I have 6y, then I have 18x minus 5. Again, I cannot combine like terms because one has an x and one is just a number. Then my last step is divide by 6. Remember, I'm going to divide each of my terms by 6 to see if I can simplify anything. So I know that these 6's go away, and I know that 18 divided by 6 is actually 3. So if I'm rewriting my equation, I have y is equal to 3x minus 5 over 6. And that's my answer.